Welcome to Between the Mics podcast, where we will talk about anything and everything. Who knows? We might talk about sports games that we're watching, what's going on in our lives outside of podcasting and streaming, motivational things that we want to share, the live streaming that we're doing, the games that we're playing, and who knows, probably some tech. But all I know is that there will be lots of laughs and great stories told. Between the Mics, you have myself, known as the awesome Dado online, or you can just call me Mike, and my co-host, known as Flinty Dog online, or you can call him AJ. We appreciate and are excited to have you here and joining us and listening to us as we take you through our chaotic mayhem of thoughts between the mics.
You know, I miss having the countdown. I do. I'm like, you guys ready? 3, 2. Sound like fucking Count from Sesame Street. In the 1, in the 2. That was pretty good. I don't know if you were trying to impersonate him with the second laugh or not, but it was pretty good. What's up, gang? Welcome on into another episode of Between the Mics podcast. If you're listening, Happy New Year to ya, because this should be dropping in the newest of years, 2025. That's crazy to say. I can't believe we've already gone through the holiday seasons and made it into the new year. It's scary, exciting, all at the same time.
You also want to think about whenever you were playing Black Ops 2?
No, I don't want to think about
Nuketown 2025?
Yeah.
Guess what?
We've made it. That was one of the things that Mrs. Dado and I were actually just talking about the other day over dinner. It was like thinking back about 2024. I got my mom one of these Aura frames for Christmas. I don't know if you guys know what those are, but they're like the digital frames that you can like upload photos from your phone from anywhere, and it just like instantly goes live on this digital picture frame in their room. So if you haven't bought anybody those that loves photos, do it. They're fucking amazing. But you know, I bought my mom that. We were going back through some of the pictures from this year, and it's like, holy cow, what a year 2024 was. It was insane for us, just nuts.
I will say, I kind of blinked and it's over.
Oh yeah, it's like Christmas and the holiday season was like that, gone. Like it was like, holy cow, all this build up to Christmas shopping and buying presents and sending presents and doing it. It was just over in an instant. It was insane.
Honestly, the week of Christmas, I honestly kind of forgot when Christmas was, and then my sister was like, "Hey, are you coming over today?" I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "It's Christmas, dummy." And I'm like, Oh crap.
Yeah. Let me put some underwear and some socks on. I'll be right over.
Like, oh God.
Ours was jam-packed. We had what we called Cousins Christmas on Saturday, and then Sunday we did Christmas with my family, which, if you know my mom and how she does Christmas, is insane. We call her Mama Claus.
It's a 2-day event.
It's something. And I absolutely love her, and it's insane, Mom.
I always love going over to your house around Christmas time. Also, the cookies.
The cookies were good. There was the unfortunate part. There was no homemade cookies this year. Ooh. Only homemade Chex Mix.
Okay. Yeah. Hands down. I'm sorry.
It is some of the best Chex Mix I've ever had.
I'll fight somebody to have it. Like I after she's done being mad at me, I'm going to hit her up and be like, "Can you like send some to me?"
It'd be great. Mikey said that you made Chex Mix, so here's my address.
Merry Christmas, Mom.
Right. I know it's a little late, but can you send? It was funny because my mom has learned that, you know how she makes those containers of it? Mm-hmm. Well, she makes one for me and then our Sandy, because we used to get into fucking fights about like, get away from my Chex Mix, bro. I'm going to smack your hands. So now she makes one for me, our Sandy, and my son, because now my son and I get into it. Like he's trying to, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like that's my mom. My mom made that for me.
Yeah, it don't mean, because you're the grandson, don't mean shit.
Right, bro. You better get your own. You go talk to Mama and tell her to make you your own checks. And he did. So now he gets his own
I
Chex
mean,
Mix.
I mean, it worked.
Until I eat all mine, and then I go into his, and he's like, "Hey, listen,
I grew
for
up on this. I was raised on this. You're it's like Bane, like you merely adopted it.
You merely adopted the Chex Mix." I'm gonna have to tell him that. He's gonna think that's great.
Oh man. But yeah, what a year, man.
It's nuts. And, you know, we were folding laundry this morning, and Mrs. Dad looks at me and goes, 2025 is going to be chill. And I'm like,
She shouldn't have said that.
we already have 2 trips planned, babe. Like,
Calm down.
I mean, I don't know how chill that is. Like,
Hold on. The Pope is opening some random door in the Vatican. Okay? Like, 2025 is not going to be a good start, all right? He opened, I think it was the Devil's Tomb or something.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, don't get me started.
lost?
No, they knew exactly what they were doing. But somehow, miraculously, there was a camera crew inside the tomb whenever he opened the door. So
Hollywood.
we rescued them. We rescued them from 1991. I'd seen somebody on TikTok say that, and I thought that was hilarious.
I'm going to have to do some research. I haven't seen this.
Because there was webcams inside of the tomb on the other side of the door. I'm like, how long have you guys been planning this? Or has it already been open?
That's where they filmed our landing of the moon. I'm sorry. It's in that tomb right there.
Now we just need to insert the one sound from gosh, what is the old the X-Files?
Oh yeah.
The X-Files sound.
I was gonna say that or the more you know. That's too funny. But no, I'm super excited about what's coming in 2025, and personally, professionally, there's all kinds of things happening, and but it has been nice to have a few days off and hang out with the family and share some of the holiday fun, opening presents, doing this and doing that, and even though it's been busy, it's been a lot of fun. But we did find some downtime today to watch a movie that I know that you brought up in a past episode, so I finally got around to it.
And what's your thoughts?
Oh, well, I think the audience deserves to know what movie before I tell them how much I wanted to throat punch the TV if I could. So, if you remember, Flinty brought up a couple episodes ago that he watched Bad Boys Ride or Die. It's the newest Bad Boys franchise movie that makes you want to eat fucking nails. It
was definitely cringy.
Very, very. I mean, you had the pop culture references from TikTok in there, and I guess hold on, time out. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! If you've not watched Bad Boys Ride or Die, you might want to skip to the next segment because we're probably going to talk about stuff that you don't want to know about if you haven't seen the movie.
Deep into it.
Yeah. So I'll give you 3 seconds to get the fuck out of here before we dive too deep into it. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pop culture grabs at it, right? And one of my biggest complaints about it was somebody tell the fucking camera guy to stand still.
Right.
Every fucking shot is moving or flying or spinning around. I'm like, I'm gonna stop fucking moving.
I will say, I think I found a lot of comedy in it just because cringy moments.
Oh yeah,
and just the fact of some of the references from the old movies.
Oh, I did appreciate that. It was the reference part of it, and I would say that there was some funny parts, but it was beyond cringy. It was. I'm looking. I should have done the research, but I'm like, did they write this during the writers' strike? Because whoever wrote this fucking movie is they must have been a Bad Boys fan. It's oh, they're about to throw all these parts and pieces in there. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? Like,
yeah, no, they waited like that was in product for like a year or so.
really?
Yeah, they took some time on that, but
Don't tell me
I
that.
mean,
That makes it worse.
it does. But like even with like some parts of Bad Boys 2, I love Bad Boys 2.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell they've always had those different cinematic shots
Oh yeah, for
of
sure.
different angles, but it wasn't as harsh. Like it would stay in this angle.
Yep.
It'll be there for like 2-3 minutes, and then bam, over here,
Right.
get a different angle of it. Bad Boys 3 moved around, and all of a sudden, like, oh well, crap, we have to try to one up every other action movie.
There were some very cool shots, like the last gun fight inside the Gatorville place was pretty cool. Like where they had like the camera like on the gun, and like you could see their perspective as they were shooting. Like, okay, cool. You can make, some big steps and leaps and bounds and new cinematography or whatever the fuck the word is. That's not a word, so don't grill me in the comments. But a lot of it was moving. Like in the beginning when they're driving to Will Smith, Michael's, whatever, Lowry's wedding, like all the turns of the fucking Porsche were like, I'm like, Jesus God.
Yeah, it's like calm down a little bit. Like, just give us a shot of them going around the corner and then panning to them into the car. It's fine.
Right. Old school. Like, just stick with it. And the whole storyline, I'm like,
Yeah,
losing me.
some of the like the what are the not the DAA but the
attorney.
no, not the attorney. Yeah, well, what happened to Sid? What happened to like Mike?
Right.
Mike was banging Sid.
Right. Well, they
At
did
the end
mention
of-
that in his speech. Remember in the wedding, he
Yeah.
goes, "What about my sister? You could have told me about my sister." Like that shit's
but, like,
funny.
even in like Bad Boys 3, they didn't really touch on what happened.
Right. Yeah, she
All of a
just
sudden,
disappeared.
like, she just disappeared, and all of a sudden he has a kid with like this psycho, what do they call her? A witch, and then like she's this head of the freaking cartel.
Right.
Like, you're a cop, man. Like, don't go too far.
Right. Right. You could stick your thing in places, but not hello. Like
And then
not
all the-
that.
The freaking therapist from Bad Boys 2.
Right.
He gets married to.
Like there was some funny connections like that. It just some of it, I'm just like, this writing is horrific. Like I'm sitting there yelling at the TV at the U.S. Marshal. And yeah.
Where did she come and play?
I have it's Howard's wife, I think, right?
No, I think this is her daughter. His daughter.
Yeah, okay.
But the thing is, in Bad Boys 2, he didn't have damn kids.
And she's old as fuck. Like
yeah. And then, like, he died, and all of a sudden he left some mystery. That stuff, like, threw me through a loop. I thought that was the funniest thing ever, because, like, okay, dumbasses, I guess you found it.
yeah, horrible
It's like,
writing.
hold on, time out.
Right. You sent it to us, you stupid fuck.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Well, I was literally yelling at the TV, and Mrs. Dado was outside, and she comes in and she goes, "Who are you yelling at?" I'm like, "I'm yelling at this U.S. Marshal that's sitting here talking to this captain of the Miami Police Department and the district attorney going, I don't have jurisdiction there." Bullshit, bitch. You are a U.S. Marshal.
Yeah, U.S. The whole fucking way.
And listen, anywhere that we have an extradition treaty with, you have jurisdiction there, you dumb fuck. Like, we send U.S. Marshals to go get the bad guys from other countries that we want to bring them back. So
Yep.
your jurisdiction is the biggest one. I was so pissed.
It's like you have more than federally everything compared to some U.S. attorney.
Right. Yeah, the FBI agent sitting in the room, you could tell him to fuck off. I have more jurisdiction than you do, bud. Like,
You could have told
what?
everybody to just stop what they're doing.
Right.
And they'd have to technically listen.
That was one thing. I'm like, and the whole time, like, Will Smith or Mike Lowry's son and they're fighting in that last scene, and he saves Howard's great granddaughter or whatever the fuck she is, right? And her mom's U.S. Marshal, And I'm like, you could see Gatorville in the background in the scene where like she's making sure that Lowry's son is okay. And I'm like, U.S. Marshals fly in, big helicopter, Black Hawk, can't fucking miss it, right? Comes in and lands on the fucking pier. In the background, I wonder where my mom is. She's right the fuck there.
Right there.
And then, she's like, where's my daughter? I'm like, you guys came flying in. And you're going to tell me you don't have fucking infrared to see where all the bad guys are? Fuck you.
No.
You know exactly where everybody is. Like,
and just the drones with the grenades attached. Yeah. Just
Call of Duty-esque bullshit. That's what I thought.
the war in Ukraine.
I will say,
weird how they got that idea.
I will say they gave Reggie a good shot when he saved the house. I was like, all right, good for you guys for not beating Reggie up too
I will
bad.
say the ending was actually fucking hilarious. They're like, I don't know who the fuck you think you doing. This is my grill. And Reggie's just standing there like,
yeah, just staring at them.
staring at us menacingly.
And they're like, well, that motherfucker just killed 15 people in the house. He goes, yeah, you gonna fuck with him? No, you can cook the chicken.
Yeah, go ahead. that type of stuff, like the small little freaking funny moments, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
that's hilarious.
Oh, I appreciated that part, but the whole gist of the movie, fucking stabbed me. Like,
Yeah. I honestly thought I liked it just because of the fact of I like the corny stuff like that.
Sure.
Because especially with like the franchise of Bad Boys, like I laughed my ass off through Bad Boys 3, and I laughed my ass off through this one. It's just because it's so stupid.
I think Mrs. Dado goes, I thought you weren't going to watch this. I'm hate watching it. So thank you. Let me hate watch it. I went in there with like a predisposition of going, I'm not going to like this. And there were parts. I was like, oh, that's funny. Or that's a quip from, the previous movies. Like, okay, cool. Like, I appreciate that. But the majority of it, I'm just like, did a 6-year-old write this? Like, what the fuck?
It was actually pretty great. I mean, it was freaking great on how bad they butchered it.
Oh, it was butchered. And I appreciate your perspective on, taking it from that way. Maybe I'll watch it again in a couple days from a whole different seat. Now that I know what's going to happen, and I'm not like when you watch Bad Boys 1, the original, you're on the edge of your seat. They're fighting these drug lords, and
Yeah.
and they're coming to get the girl from the fucking hotel room, and all like that fucking first one, intense. The second one, okay, a little more ritzy, glamour Hollywood, and then the third one, you're like, we're gonna drive a Hummer through what city?
Yeah.
And this one, you're just like, okay, like
All of this is happening in freaking Miami.
right? And this is what really tripped my trigger. When they let Armando, I think is his name, go at the end, and he puts him in that fucking John boat, that Mod V duck boat.
Just somehow it randomly freaking showed up.
Go back and watch it. It had a 4-stroke fucking motor on the back of it. And
Yeah.
I'm sitting there, I'm going, oh, the fucking fugitive, the serial killer, hitman, is going to get away on a 4-stroke fucking motor in the swamp with the U.S. fucking Marshals right here? Okay. What the fuck ever.
But the thing is, that was the only U.S. Marshal anywhere around except for the people that drove in. Like,
have you guys ever seen the movie U.S. Marshal with Tommy Lee Jones and who was it, Wesley Snipes or whoever the fuck it was?
I think it might have been Wesley Snipes.
Yeah. That. They went manhunting through the fucking swamp. That's what would have happened. Not just fucking trolling out of there.
Notice, hold on. Just notice you didn't see a fuel line. Go back and watch it. You'll never seen a fuel line go to that motor.
No, because he would have really poured him in a fucking thing.
He goes, brrr, just to get the shot and just randomly floating off.
Yeah, well, go back. I'm going to go back and watch it for the fuel line, but if you go back and watch it, you could see where he turned to come back to shore.
Yeah.
And the cameraman.
I noticed it.
The cameraman.
So hard to stay focused.
Oh, gotta go back. Like, fucking editing room sucked. Jesus Christ. So if you like Bad Boys, go watch it. It's great.
It was funny. I will say it was funny. Because I didn't go into it with like the mind of, oh man, it's another Bad Boys movie. They fucked up the third one. I went in like, why not? Let's just see how it is. And like, I didn't have any expectations for it, and I didn't have no expectations, and I found a lot of comedy in it.
I'll have to go back and rewatch it because I went into the at least the expectations of Bad Boys 2, and
Yeah,
that's,
you fucked up.
Yeah. That's the next thing on the list, and maybe we'll do this as a homework assignment if you haven't seen it yet. Is the new Matrix movie or the newest Matrix movie that I haven't seen it yet? Have you seen it?
I saw bits and pieces of it. I have not watched it start to finish.
I think maybe that'd be our next movie review because I'm curious to see what your thoughts. Like we watch it blindly and then just come back and be like, "Hey, the fuck was that?"
Okay, I'm down. I'm down for that.
Yeah,
I'm down for that.
This Bad Boys is not on the list.
No, have you watched the Red one yet?
I have not. No.
That is your homework right there.
All right,
I will say, don't go in with a hateful mind. I honestly think it is a very good movie.
That's what you said. I've seen the trailer for it, scrolling through Netflix or whatever, and I'm like,
I liked it because it had comedy. I liked the action and the comedy, and like it played out really well.
Okay.
It played out really well.
Sometimes I feel like because that has Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in it, right?
Yeah.
I just feel like sometimes he's just grabbing too much, and I'll go in there open-minded. For you, I will go open-minded.
Yeah, no, the polar bear, just watch the polar bear in that.
Okay.
It's freaking hilarious.
Okay.
And it's also nice to see Captain America play a different role.
Oh, Chris Evans?
Chris Evans, yeah.
Well, we just went back and watched Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, my God.
And, Chris Evans is in that, too.
Yeah.
It's just like, I remember watching it in the theater, and everybody's like, you get the face shot of Chris Evans. They're like, Cap, it's Captain America. No, it's fucking the dude from Fantastic Four.
It's his worst role ever.
It's like, that's funny. That's funny right there.
And just the way Deadpool freaking does him dirty at the fucking base in Purgatory. He called you what? How could you? What do you mean? No.
Go on. I carry a pocket knife with me, and all Christmas long, like we're at my mom's doing Christmas, and my kids have to open boxes. I'm like, oh, baby knife.
I actually started carrying the old fashioned.
Oh,
one of the old fashions.
Yeah.
I carry that everywhere now.
There you go.
Oh, God, I'm getting old.
I'm getting old. I just like calling out and go, baby knife. Have you seen, speaking of that, it makes me go to it. I follow this thing on Instagram, which is like a VR, what is it? Burn Bullet or something like that. I don't remember what it's exactly called. But it's a VR game where like you can shoot people, you can fight them, you can like stab their face on the rebar and hang them from hooks and
I've seen that.
I always go, this dude that's recording these wants to be Deadpool so bad.
Right.
And then I'm like thinking in my mind like, maybe I should get a VR so I can pretend to be Deadpool right back here. It'd be great.
That would be dope. That would be great. I want to get it because there's Pavlon. I think it's called Pavlon.
Okay.
It is basically similar like what you're talking about, but it's more like Escape from Tarkov. So you go in and like raid these bunkers.
Oh.
It's like PvP plus there's PC play, like not PC, AI in it, and like you actually go in and you have to raid this stuff, and then you go back to your bunker and like your base and you set up all your gear. I think it's like Warzone to ask with like the scavenger side of things.
Sure.
And you could team up with people and actually just like take over the whole freaking island.
And it's like a VR thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that we've looked into. My sons have asked for it, but I'm like, makes me nervous simply because depending on what VR you get, I'm sure there's a lot of deep, dark corners of the internet that you could get into.
Well, you could control that because a lot of it needs to have, well, except for the Vive or whatever they're called. What is the one?
The MetaQuest?
Not the MetaQuest. The other one.
I don't know. Because I know that you can get one for the PlayStation. You can get MetaQuest. I don't know the other ones.
Well, you could get the one for the PlayStation, and you could still have like the same control, parental control.
Sure.
But I mean, I will say like the one, the Quest 2 that I played on with a guy from like work.
Mm-hmm.
He brought it to the station. So after everything was done, like I was playing fishing.
Mm-hmm.
I was just fishing VR, and I was sitting on the tailboard of a fire truck fishing.
I wish there was a picture of you wearing a VR headset on the back of a fire truck. Just
I'll tell you what though, it does take getting some used to, because like the first game, like I took it off, like I was done, and I was like,
holy shit.
whoa, it throws your whole equilibrium off. Like it's just, it messes with you a little bit. You got to get used to them.
Well, I'm sure it could be like super immersive if you had like the noise canceling headset to go with it, and like you can put yourself in the whole fucking world.
Do you know my dumbass would walk right into a wall?
Yes,
I'd
you
have
would.
so many holes in my wall because I'd be sitting there like, no.
No, I think we talked about this before, but like the VR that like shows your house and you have to like sweep it for like bad guys or aliens. Fuck that. Fuck
That would be
all
that.
day.
I would love that all day long.
I'd be freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, that would be fun. But I do want to invest in a VR just to get that Pavlov game.
I want to invest.
I think
in
it's called Pavlov.
There's just so many things you could do with it, and like,
Dude, if I had the extra $8,000,
yeah.
I'd get the freaking Apple
Oh,
headset
yeah.
where I could just put it on. All right, well, I got TV and YouTube going up over there. I got my text message board over here. I could just sit there and be like, all right, you come here.
Right.
You come over here. I'm watching YouTube. Because, or like if I'm in the shop working on something, I could be like, okay, well, right here, and like you could still see through it, so you could have like the descriptive video right in front of you, and you could still be working on whatever you're working on.
That'd be cool for like templates and designs and layouts. Like if you had to lay out certain amount of buttons or holes for whatever you're doing, like that would. I've seen people do that. That's pretty cool.
Now they're like, I mean, like your CAD system and stuff like that for your building designs, you could probably benefit, because like you could, before some of the studs go up, you could probably, I think there is a program for it where you could actually look and be like, you'd actually visualize and have the measurements right there. Like you download the blueprints to it.
I know that there's some that tie to like a total station that you can put on that will show you like the 3D modeling of like all the MEP systems. So like you can be walking through the building, and if like the tin knockers are putting duct up, you can look up and be like, no, that's not where we, coordinated your duct to go. You're 3 feet off. You need to go this way. Like I've seen it. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. See, I think that stuff is going to be like the next craze or whatever you want to call it.
Somebody
Because
will
I-
jump on the bandwagon now.
Yeah. Like, I know there's a few fire departments nowadays are using drones with thermal imagers on there to help locate victims inside of buildings.
See? Exactly what I'm saying. Go back to my comment about bad boys with the fucking U.S. Marshal. Where everybody? Fire departments are using it, lady.
Yep.
Get it
There's
together.
there's like command vehicles, like the little SUV with this, like the tote on top.
Sure.
You come out, take the cover off. It's a drone. It's a little helipad for a drone that is tethered to a TV with a very powerful thermal imager on it. And you could be like, hey, we got somebody. Oh shit! I just kicked my desk.
Jesus.
I'm actually sitting really close to my desk.
We can tell.
I'm bouncing my legs so my chair's slowly like scooting.
If he knocks the whole desk over, folks, we'll be back.
But it's like, hey, we got somebody. I know the terminology I'm going to be using. Not a lot of people are going to know it, but we have somebody in the Charlie Delta corner on the 2nd Division, and you'd be like, all right, cool, we know exactly where it's at.
Yeah, I'm lost, bud, but okay. Charlie Delta Corner, 2nd Division. Got it.
Yep. I'll explain what that is after the podcast.
I'm assuming it's like a graph that tells you. I got it. Got it.
But I think the drones and the VR are going to come into bigger play on some things.
I think so. I think so. And I think there's a lot of cool things out there that you could do with them in your personal life. Like you said, the Apple one, like I saw an Instagram reel of this guy shoveling his driveway while watching the fucking Santa Claus movie. I'm like, ha!
I would get lost though if I with my ADHD. It'd be like still walking and still watching and
just shoveling the neighbor's drive.
And then all of a sudden I'm out in the middle of the street and a plow truck comes by.
Whoopsies! Oops, we bumped a doomp.
Right. It's just. But speaking of video games though, one that I picked up yesterday.
Oh.
Is literally Arma Reforger.
Yes, I've heard a little bit about this, so tell us. I haven't dove too much into it.
So a lot of like Operator Drewski, he plays it a lot. There's a huge military background. I mean, Operation Drewski, he's not military background. He supports the military, bloody blah.
Sure. I'm assuming he's a streamer or something.
He's a streamer, yeah. He's a streamer, and what he does is do a lot of simulator, like 6 Days of Fallujah or Ready or Not, or what's the one that Gabs used to
body cam.
Like he did that type of stuff, and
Okay.
but Arma is a like actually accurate as they could get it, like war simulator. So it is like 128 versus 128.
Holy cow!
Yeah, you have whole squadron. Like I mean, it's nuts.
This isn't like Hell Let Loose, is it?
It's better.
Okay.
It's 1,000 times better. Like you guys could set up shop, and I mean matches could take 3.5 hours.
Holy shit!
Because you have to take different objectives, depots. There's a whole bunch of other stuff, but like the enemy could be fortifying one certain place that could take out your entire supply for like ammo and everything like that. And then you like it's actually really it's strategy. It is like if anybody likes first person shooters, they got first person shooters. Or if you just like stuff to do and you're just like you're not really big into the whole first person shooter side, you could be like the guy on base filling up the vehicles, moving supplies to different bases. You could do like the whole actual different jobs.
Really?
Yeah. Like you could have a job designated just as a pilot.
See, I know I mentioned it before. I just want to get really good at Battlefield so I can fly. That's what I want to do. I want to be those cool pilots that you see on TikTok.
Well, have you
from
downloaded Battlefield yet?
I have not.
I will run it up right after this podcast.
And is that 2042? Is that the one I need to download?
Yeah. Honestly, a lot of people gave it a lot of hate back in the day. But let me tell you what, they fixed it, and it is actually, in my opinion, better than Black Ops 6.
Ew, really?
Yeah.
I haven't even played Black Ops 6. I had some family over and we played some Modern Warfare 3 split screen, like we did when you were here.
Yeah.
They're like, you haven't played Black Ops 6 yet? I'm like, nah.
I will say it they're doing the mixture of like the dumb skins and this and that and all that.
Yeah.
I will say I do have fun on Black Ops 6. The zombies is there. Like I mean, they've done a lot of work with zombies.
Yeah.
It's still round based. It's fun.
Yeah, but it sounds like, I mean, you've always leaned back to Battlefield 2042. You've always said that. And is that cross-platform? So, like, if I download it for the PlayStation? Okay.
I play with Merc every now and again.
Oh, yeah, he's a PlayStation guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I will say download it on PS5.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything wrong with, the Xbox or anything like that, but the graphics compared, like, if I go over to Merc's house and he's loaded up into it, I will say it is a lot better.
Okay.
In that aspect.
Yeah, I'll have to download it to the new PlayStation.
Because I had a lot of fun.
I will tell you, the one thing that's pissing me off is, like, I'm used to pushing X on the Xbox controller, and then it's like push X on the PlayStation controller. I'm like, fuck!
Yeah, throwing it off. Dude, I played Xbox so long, and like me and Merc would be playing split screen at his house. So like I went over there for Christmas, and like we'd play something split screen. I think this year we played on the Switch. We played bowling and stuff, but anyway, normally whenever I go over there, we play like split screen zombies or something, and PS5 controller, it's not it. It's not where it's at for me.
I would say it is a different feeling. Like I was telling you before the podcast, I was playing The Last of Us the other day. Probably the first game I played The Division a little bit.
Okay, I liked it. I love The Division.
The third person shooters take me a minute. Like it takes me a minute. But I was playing The Last of Us, and the one thing I didn't know is that PS5 controller, like when you pull the gun out, and well, at least in The Last of Us is what I noticed. You pull the gun out, and the triggers have like locks or mechanisms in them, so like you know that the gun's there. Like it's I was like, whoa! Like you put it away, and then the trigger becomes like super loose, and I'm like, what? That's fucking cool. Xbox doesn't do that.
Yeah, I will say like the DualShock, I think they're called now. Yeah, the DualShock ones. The new ones are freaking actually really fantastic. I wish Xbox would catch up on that because like the trigger pull. If anybody goes shooting, hunting, or whatever, like you know the feel of the trigger pull, and
there's resistance there.
There's resistance there, and I like that aspect of the PlayStation controller. Like you could actually feel it.
Right. Yeah, I've looked at buying like aftermarket Xbox controllers that have like the adjustable triggers on them that you can reduce. Yep.
So
those
like
things.
one of these.
Yeah.
And it's got like a little mouse click.
Yep. That. Because a regular Xbox controller is a full suppression to be able to get anything like it's so if you're using a single shot, it's like
yeah, I could really nerd out, and there's settings in your settings that you could change the sensitivity. Yeah. The sensitivity on your trigger pull.
Oh.
On normal controllers.
So instead of me getting real pissed off with other people, I can fuck with my settings and
yeah, this one right here is fully customized, like in the home screen.
Yeah.
And I have to update it like once a month.
Oh.
And then I have like little tabs on the back right here.
Yeah.
They're all programmed to do something different. And then I just play on normal because like even like this slightest touch right here with my sensitivity, it goes off.
Oh. How often do you push the buttons on the back and accidentally throw a grenade or whatever you have a map to do?
Too many times. Because the one bottom one on my the one that you shoot with is the bottom one's to shoot just in case if I like grab the controller a little too tight and I shoot. Yeah. And I play hardcore team deathmatch, so I usually shoot a teammate.
Oopsies.
Oh God.
I've seen guys like play what do they call it? Crab or claw, where it's like one hand and they're like
oh dude, those guys are weird.
I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, I just scrolled past somebody that was playing competitive Fortnite or something, and he was playing with a claw on a PlayStation controller. It was so odd.
Yeah, I mean, if you do it, good for you. But for me, I'm just like, how do you manipulate your hand?
It's just like I got a buddy that plays PC with us on Call of Duty. I'm sitting here in front of my PC, and I can't sit here and think on.
Yeah, you got to move this hand and this hand. Like you're doing it on a controller, right? You're still doing that, but like the WASD to move, and then like to move the mouse and like click,
and reload, jump, and all that, and slide. I'm like, how? Like I'm trying to think about it, and I'm like,
yeah, right.
I'm looking at my keyboard. I'm like, all right, WSADs, move forward, and everything like that. That should be sprint. I'm like, it's too much.
Yeah, just give me the controller. It's all right here. So you were saying that Arma is a better version of Hell Let Loose because you, as most people know, if they've listened to the podcast long enough, I absolutely hate Hell Let Loose. I've deleted it. I played like 3 games with these guys and said, fuck all the way off. I'm not doing this anymore. But it's better, you're saying, because there's different objectives, different things you can do. I know that you said you just got it, but what's your favorite part of it so far?
The interaction. So like everything you got to do, like you actually, if you get in a vehicle, you actually have to turn on the motor. Mm-hmm. You actually have to pull the handbrake. You actually have to, like if you want attachments on your gun, there's no separate menu. You actually have to sit there and put them on and attach them yourself and this and that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very immersive.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe I would like that better than running around in 1940, whatever Hell Let Loose was based on.
The running simulator?
Yeah, get the running then dying simulator? Yeah.
Hey, one game, me, my roommate, and Merc actually played, I think, before I went on shift last week. Well, I think I got 28 kills.
I would have been killed 28 times. And I wouldn't even made it off of the first whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, well, it's also I camped one of their spawn in points with a MG, so I just sat there. Just this is payback for all the times I didn't know how to play this game.
Right, right.
So I'm used to Call of Duty and Battlefield where I could just run, go to a corner, shoot, run to another corner, shoot.
Right.
Nah,
That's a strategy game for sure.
and you know you got your little red icons and on top of people, and you actually could see who the enemy is. Sometimes in Hell Let Loose, you just and in Arma you can tell who your teammates are, but there's no like, hey, I did better than you. You know, I got 30 kills and I got 40 deaths or whatever.
The team wins, like the
Yeah.
company wins or whatever it's called.
Yep. So if you want to keep track, be like, all right, well, I got that one. I ended the game with like 20 kills. You have to keep track of that, but there's no like, oh yeah,
Yeah, there's no leaderboard.
yeah.
And I know because I sent you a photo of one. What was it, Monday or something? That I was at home with the kids, and I sent a photo. I was like 56 and like 12. I'm like, yes,
Finally, all those years.
finally, not 1-to-1 KD. Fuck you. Like,
I will say the thing with Call of Duty nowadays is like, dude, the toxic freaking game chats
I don't
that
even
we
I'm not
grew
even
up in. No, the ones that we grew up in, like Black Ops,
Oh.
Black Ops 2, where, you know, you could be just a massive shit talker. Dude, I told somebody to shut up in an open lobby. Just shut up. That's all I freaking said. And I am chat banned for 120 days.
Yeah.
So,
that's
like, I have to use Discord to talk to, you know, the guys I play Call of Duty with.
It's insane. Like, I get some of it. Like, I've watched iLumpy on, TikTok and Twitch.
Yeah.
Some of the shit he says, okay, I can understand why you got chat banned, Lumpy. And you know it, because that's how you make your money. I get it. But just telling somebody to shut up, it's like, okay, chill out.
Yeah,
There's
well, what they
8-year-olds
do...
saying worse shit on there.
Yeah, what they do is as soon as you get one chat warning or a chat, like offensive chat, discipline, like 3 days, 20 days, it goes on until it's like, hey, you can't, like it's indefinite, you can't talk.
Really?
Yeah, and they attach an AI to your account.
Oh?
So anytime you say anything relatively in a area that it represents offensive,
Yeah.
it
The
automatically shuts it down.
AI picks up on it.
Yep, and I think it's stupid.
I agree. And, I mean, I get it. I'm sure there were some very egregious things have been said on Call of Duty chats.
The
And
gamer
llamas.
words and everything like
Yeah.
that, they're trying to watch out for.
I get it. But sometimes it's like, okay.
But that's why words are nothing.
Right. And I'm super upset, okay? You fucking suck. And your mom's a...
Yeah, I'm just hold on. My thing is like, no one screwed my mom, anybody that I played Xbox with. So like,
Right.
no one's, oh, I'm gonna hack your account and kill you. I'm still breathing.
Right. Go for it, bud.
Like,
There's way more shit in the world that we need to be worried about instead of Call of Duty fucking chat sessions.
yeah, I'm sorry. I get that it just irritates me.
How does the chats work in that Arma game? Is it open lobby or is it
So
proximity?
So it can be proximity, and it's also you and your squad have your own private radio chatter.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually you have secured comms to your own crew,
Teammates,
and then if you need to talk to the world, like the whole game lobby that's like playing on U.S. team,
Yeah.
you go to global chat, and it goes on to the global radio station. Be like, hey man, hey, I need a helicopter in this grid for pickup.
Sure.
Whenever I hear you, I'll pop smoke. Copy that, and it's like actually sounds like an actual radio going off.
Oh.
And then you can just switch it back to your crew,
Yeah.
and then you just talk to your guys.
Which is very realistic, quite honestly. You're not going to
Yep.
be in this large radio comm. You're going to be in your company group, whatever you want to call it.
Yep, and it's actually great because like, okay, well, somebody's over there is just. Cause I mean, no matter where you go, you got shit talking.
Oh yeah.
So, I actually heard two grown men arguing about who is a better pilot
In a game, in a video game.
in a game, and I was just sitting there. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna run. I'm not gonna wait for a helicopter.
Because both of you are going to kill me. That's going to happen.
Yep. And they said some choice words, so I just went back to my little squad chat and talked to the guys that were teaching me how to play like the actual game.
Sure. Oh. And those are some of the funny things that I like seeing on TikTok or something. You know, the really, really good pilots in the video games, and then you get the ones that are just complete ass, the fails. Those are some of the, like, just right to, oh, shit.
Dude, I absolutely love the fails.
I know. It's one of my favorite things. there's the first floor bathroom here at my house, and there's times where I'm scrolling, going to the bathroom, I'm just, and Mrs. Dale's like, what the fuck is going on in there?
Oh yeah.
I get caught up in fail compilations and just go deep rabbit hole fails.
Oh yeah. There should be. I mean, I'm having a hard time. It's like thinking of anything, but I know there's a fail compilation somewhere for the end of the year, like the wrap of 2024.
Oh, the best fails of the year. Those are always good because you're like, oh, I remember watching that when I was taking a shit in March. Like,
Yeah.
the funny thing is, I'm glad you brought that up because guess what?
Oh boy.
I have. Where the fuck did it go? Hello.
Oh boy. Technical difficulties.
I have the best fails of the year.
Oh boy.
So we're gonna
Grab
round
your
our
socks
year
and grab
out.
your cock. It was supposed to be a Crocs, but it came out cocks.
Yeah,
Whatever.
gonna have to bleep that one out of there. But I thought it'd be fun for the last episode, kind of, as we're recording it in the 2024 year, in the first episode going into 2025, take a look at some fails, have a little bit of fun as we jump into our next year, and have a few laughs. So I found the best fails. I guess it's of the week, but whatever. I haven't seen this yet. Flinty hasn't seen this yet either. So
Nope.
Going into this blind. So I hope everybody enjoys us as we make fun of these people as they continuously fail.
I already see it's going to end bad. There's snow involved.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
That's why I don't snowboard. Or Sandy, if you're listening, that's why, because that would be me all day long. Before
I can't get up.
even before I push play here, if you're watching the podcast on YouTube, I want to start with, what the fuck is this air freshener? Like,
The 50 Shades of Grey, or 50 Shades My Ass Stinks.
like, what the fuck is that?
And now, hold on, before you hit it, who in the hell puts their phone on the left-hand side like that?
Psychopaths.
You fucking monster.
And
It's
who-
supposed to go on the right-hand side so you can text and drive.
I mean, it's so you can get it to it easier when you have to change your maps. Shut up, Flinty.
Oh, yes. Or watch TikToks while you're driving.
Maps. God damn it. Also,
Jump security, man.
monster of who hangs their fucking air freshener from their fucking windshield visor.
Exactly. Even though it looks like one of them fucking Ford Eco vans or transit vans. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it looks like.
We're not talking about Fords, Flinty. We're moving on. Let's see what this guy's about to do.
Fucking Fords.
It's raining. Oh, that's a tree.
Oh.
That's job security for you all day long.
Yeah,
Something
yes,
stupid
yes, it
like
is.
that.
And this.
Does this guy know he's missing a tire?
I think so. If you
Maybe
put it in
not.
a fucking unicycle, you wouldn't have to spend as much on a motorcycle.
Babe, listen, I got a really good deal on this bike. It was 25% off. You want to know how? I let him keep the front fucking wheel. Like, what the fuck? All right, hold on. Bets. This dude's going to flip. He's gonna
eat shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna eat shit.
But I'm saying he's gonna flip backwards. Are you saying he's gonna go forwards?
Yes, he's gonna try to land to. He's gonna come down like there's a wheel on there, and then
Just fucking
just gonna go.
head over handlebars.
Yep.
All right. Let's see who's right. Oh, you motherfucker! Yeah,
dude, it's just the way the weight goes. Because as soon as you try to come down off a wheelie, and the motor is gonna weigh too much, man.
It's true.
It's gonna bring you down.
Makes it reminds me of that classic rock. Don't bring me down, Bruce.
And they all.
And I like how they're like, oh, like they didn't think that was gonna fucking end any differently. Like,
Well, you got audio?
yeah, can you not hear them?
I cannot.
What? Oh fuck.
It's fine. Run it.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping that the audience can hear them. That's the biggest thing. Hold on.
Oh,
let me
yeah.
make sure here. Where the fuck is my... Oh, my mouse is on the... I'm trying to control the studio from the mouse. Let's try this again.
Hold on, guys. We're having some technical difficulties.
Entire screen. This one, share. There we go. Hopefully, because it said share audio. So hopefully we figure that out. We're fucking learning here, folks. Okay. I don't even know what to say. This dude's going to fucking eat Biff, and eat shit here.
Oh. Ooh.
I don't know if
Hey,
you
at
can hear
least
the
he got
audio.
his chest. Oh, yeah. I heard it. Ooh.
The fucking, like, the guy holding the camera was like, ooh.
He knew it was going to be bad. Good thing you had that chest protector on, man.
Yeah, good thing, because you ate most of it. Oh! I like how the mom's like recording. She's like, oh!
Dude, that was us in high school, though. We were playing on those things. How
If
many
we could
times
have
have I
found a
launched you?
Quite a few. If we could have found a seesaw when you were here over Thanksgiving, we would have fucking...
We would have been in this clip.
BTM
Your wife, my
fails.
girlfriend, would have been like,
Fat ass, tiny ass, fat ass, tiny ass.
the dad bod's catching up to you, though.
It is. That it is.
All right, I see a rope attached to a truck. This always ends well.
And it looks like a Ford, so it can't... A Ford of some sort?
Careful, don't overdo it.
I know. The fucking tree's gonna win, bud. Oh, it's a Ford fucking Ranger. Oh, he took down the fucking
that
power
was-
pole. He took down the fucking power pole.
All right, rule number 1 in the fire service is always check your overhead. Dad is not checking your overhead. Oh my God! Everybody in that neighborhood's gonna be pissed off at him.
Yeah, right. I was trying to get the tree off my house. Well, fuck you. First Energy's taking forever. Oh my goodness.
Oh boy, I see another Ford trying to do something.
Another Ford with a trailer. Here we go. That's a wheel. That's not supposed to be in the yard. It's supposed to be connected to the trailer. That's just stupidity. It's not even like a fail.
Dude,
like, you're
you
just
don't
fucking
understand
dumb.
where I'm at. That happens more than anything.
Really?
Freaking, oh yeah. Me and Merc, we're going like 2 hours north of where we're at now.
Mm-hmm.
We were just driving along. We were BSing. We had his kids in the back. We were just having a good old time, like going to the lake kind of deal. And
Sure.
next thing you know, we're just driving through this town, and we come up to a stop sign, and we see somebody just keep going. It was someone's box trailer that came up off the hitch and just rolled, and we're just like, it didn't hit nobody, went straight into the woods. And we're like, okay. Just like,
Drive by him, honk honk, you lost something.
yeah, he pulled over, and the guy gets out, like, no joke. Like, the traffic was going so slow, he's just sitting there like, scratching his fucking head.
Like, huh? How did that happen? Fucking idiot.
Oh, ice-covered steps.
Yeah, this we know how this is gonna go.
Oh, oh, oh!
Yeah, he's gonna have bruises.
I just like how it oh, hello. Yes, that's what I wanted to happen.
We just kind of went right through that one. Kind of. Not much comments.
Dumbass.
They blurred it out too. Like, what the fuck were you blurring out?
It wasn't like normal GTA had stuff worse than that.
Right. We're gonna
Better
blur
dancing.
We're gonna blur out this section here. Like, okay, what the fuck?
A fire extinguisher.
A very small fire extinguisher. Okay. And there's still food cooking on the top. So.
Oh no shit! You introduced oxygen, you dumbass.
Okay, we gotta call 911.
No. You could have done that with the fire extinguisher. It's fine.
But they want hot firefighters like you to show.
No, if they all look kind of like me or bigger or smaller, trust me. We're
not the calendar boys.
We ain't the calendar boys. We got some smart ass blue collar people up in here.
So ladies, just put out your own fire because we're gonna come and be like, "Hey, you dumb fuck." When you open it, it goes poof.
Yeah, guess what? There's a thing called a fire triangle, and I'm not going to bore all y'all, but one of the biggest proponents of it is oxygen. What happens whenever you just beep? Open it up. Guess what? Everything around you is full of oxygen.
I can see you like leaning over their counter. Like, come here, listen. So, when you ever started a fire before and you had to like blow on the embers to make the fire big? Hello. Poof. Fucking
I guarantee
idiots.
you could have left that door shut.
It would have smothered itself out.
It would have smothered itself out, 1. 2, and you barely crack it. You don't yank it open, you barely crack it. The flames are going to come up a little bit, and then you just use that fire extinguisher in your hand into the stove.
Listen, it's a built-in box to hold hotness. Let that motherfucker burn.
Yeah, I mean, hell, there's been plenty of times that a microwave has been on fire. I just picked that bitch up and threw it out the front door. Guess what? Problem solved.
Did you ever thrown it out and go, grenade?
No. Well, I know somebody that has taken a propane tank that was on fire and did
Jesus
that.
Christ.
Because they're not going to really explode all too much. It's just...
Not recommended.
Not recommended. Don't do this at home.
Hey, can't turn there.
Oh.
That was even a... Uh-oh.
Oh, yep. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane for your body type. I'm a big dude. I ain't going to be doing backflips.
No, you're not.
Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a fucking somersault because that's all I can do. I am 265 pounds. I am not doing that shit.
She can.
Looking like a fucking pork roll. Sorry.
Way to go, honey. You did a great job. Poor lady. Yeah, ow, my head is right, you stupid fuck. All right, what do you think's under the... Whatever
I don't know. I
crate
really
there?
hope what's around his legs is not his pants down to his freaking ankles. I was going to say your fucking diaper's full.
Okay.
This segment is called I Freaking Roast Everybody.
Yeah, it's Flinty roast session. Jesus Christ, I should have taken my sweatshirt off. Ooh. All right, there's something underneath here, obviously. I think it's
definitely not his hopes and dreams.
maybe it is. He's like, "Ooh, let's check those out." All right, let's find out what's underneath the fucking crate. Oh, nothing.
Yep, that's what you get. That is what you get.
His face is like, "You ladies like that? Badass, right?" Is that a liquid death? This segment brought to you by Liquid.
Liquid death, and it looks like it.
Oh, I've seen this happen in real life. This sucks.
Oh,
Man, that's no bueno. And this guy's like,
I'm fucked.
I'm fired. I've seen it happen in real life. That's scary as shit.
No, yeah.
Tarzan time.
Okay.
Tarzan time.
Anytime your parents get their phones out to record you while hanging from a vine, on a tree, on an
It's gonna
incline,
snap.
your mom's setting you up for failure.
Yep,
Just
it's
learn
gonna
that
be.
now,
You're
kids.
gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today.
Go for it, Tommy. She got the wheeze laugh.
Oh,
Oh, well, we got a Harley. Oh, and a Roadster.
came in a little too hot. Did it?
Huh?
I already know he's probably going to land on his freaking big ass head.
Yeah, I would assume. These backyard trampolines are dangerous as shit.
Oh, nope! It just flung him.
He did better than that other lady, I would say. He did
Yeah,
way better.
he did.
He made
He
it all
actually
the
did
way
a full
around.
rotation. Yeah,
Right. Maybe we'll send that clip to that lady and go, here,
get
start
yourself
small.
a trampoline.
An industrial.
Oh,
Careful.
This is what I mean by standing on business. Whoa!
Oh, yeah. You know, they always say within the first 3 years, a business fails.
You'll always be standing on thin ice when you start a business.
Yep.
Jesus.
Oh, I know that.
You take some major risk. You don't know what you're going to fall into. All right, a few
Thin
more.
ice.
Jesus Christ. All right, these guys are going to eat shit. Ring, ring. Oh, hey, bud.
Hey, there's a bike there.
Holy, it's like a domino effect.
You alright?
This is why I don't snowboard or ski. These always end with. He got some air. I give him 10 out of 10 for the air that he got. though.
He didn't stick the landing, though.
Hold on. No. This is X Games ruling. We have to grade it on different levels. So the
I give it a
dismount,
7.
7. The air, he was up there. I give it a 10.
He was. And the airtime was there.
Landing, -2.
See, I'm big, man. I get some speed on them hills. And there ain't no stopping.
It's gonna sound like a fucking freight train. You're gonna look like Chevy Chase from the fucking National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, they did
Oh.
land it.
Oh, did they? So,
Yeah.
0.
Oh my god!
What the fuck just happened?
They just slipped off the freaking...
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
The fuck are you freaking out for? They're not dead. They fell off a swing. This dude's gonna get donkey kicked.
Nope, spat in.
And those animals are assholes. Let's be honest.
I don't
They
like
suck.
them.
I never go around one because they just be spitting on me. Is that the
It's like,
donkey
why y'all
laughing
laughing?
or the fucking
No.
person videotaping?
Person videotaping. I thought it was a wild turkey in the background.
I thought it was a donkey.
Fucking jackass.
All right. The fuck? Oh, good job, ladies. I have no... Look, we're back to the vines again.
Oh, that was a belly flop.
I don't even know what happened. Fucking insane. Uh-oh. Oh. What? Jesus Christ, dude. Get the fucking thing under there. That's just stupidity.
We can't post that.
Oh, we're posting it.
Yes!
The ice
That
fail.
is so glad I live in the South. That was my favorite thing in high school.
I don't think it's supposed to do that.
Take a look. I did not just do
You
that.
did. You really did.
Kyle, ride it.
Yeah, ride it, Kyle.
Attaboy, Kyle.
Tay,
Need to
take a
have
seat.
kids.
Oh, this is not going to end well.
my
Why
back.
would you try?
In my back. Like, what the fuck you think's gonna happen when you jump on a medicine ball? Like,
You know those stupid memes that, like, it looks like the where they just freeze frame somebody.
Yeah.
And it had that stupid music behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what this looks like. Whereas I'll have to find one and send it to you after the podcast.
Yeah.
Because like you'll get exactly why I think this is funny, because it just paused perfectly and then it's like going up into the moon.
I always like the ones of, "Hi, that's me. I don't know how I got here, but." Oh, not the vinyl.
Right
fence.
through the fence.
Huh? What? Adios.
Gabs, come get your uncle.
You need to drive home. Adios.
Y pues una disculpa,
The stupid
de
chair.
veras.
Uh-oh, somebody's about to eat a fucking baseball. Oh, no, they're not.
Oh,
I'm safe.
that was clean. I'm just saying, that was clean. Yes.
Dinosaur attack snowman.
What?
That's how Flinty gets called to the sorority house.
Yes, it is.
And he walks in and goes, "How many White Claws?"
College. You are supposed to be smart.
No. That's not what college means. No. It means you have the financial means to continue your education.
I'm
That's
just
what
saying,
it
the only
means.
time I've went to college, I've always been in parties at college. So, but that never happens.
I mean, it happened.
Yeah, but the college by where we grew up, you know that it's not like that.
No, there was riots and they would shoot people with beanbag guns.
Yeah.
Well, this is why you don't buy a Tesla.
Oh, thank God.
Right into
Fuck
a
that
Subaru.
Tesla.
There
No,
goes
the safety rating just went downhill.
I like how the Tesla just quietly rolls down. And then
Run over.
This guy. Oh, how the fuck?
Yes.
What the fuck was that? What did they try to? Oh, it's a fucking sheep.
He's gonna eat shit. Yep.
Always run in the snow. That's what you should do.
Oh.
Brake and chip resistant.
Is it?
So are mine.
Throw
Those
it.
are not.
Yes, they are.
Throw
They're
it.
legit. Look.
Now you have to clean it up, fool. What? Your ankle just stopped working?
I'm gonna leave my comment alone.
Oh, and then you dropped it. You dropped the bubbly.
Pick it up.
This
You
is why I won't
wasteful
go to a
bitch.
different country. Ooh, G-Wagon. G-Wagon.
Yes.
Just a.
You're a terrible caramel person.
You suck. You're the fail of this, not the fucking video. Well, duh. It's an old-ass chair. That's what Flinty's studio looks like.
Yep, kinda.
Ooh, a fire truck. Oh, I thought he was going to go through the fence. Damn it. Where's your spotter, bro? Dump the fucking bar. Dump the bar.
He's got the freaking locks on the side. He can't dump the bar. Yep, move it closer to your neck. Do it. Yes.
Jesus.
Suffocate yourself.
God.
You're so smart.
Well, if he could do that, he could have dumped the bar. Come on now. If he could have went around, he could have dumped the bar. Stop being a pussy.
He could have. He was gonna faint. Oh.
We need the piano, Lindsay. We have to have the piano for the choir. Or they're going to get all fucked up.
She's gonna be out of that choir.
ओले पड़े हैं रोहतक में और ये ऐसे उड़े पड़े हैं सारी गाड़ी
Okay,
ऐसी
tail.
तैसी हो गई है
Hey.
Breaking your fucking windshield. That sucks.
बात को आप
Stick your head out there. See what the fuck happens. Oh, God. Oh, I thought he was going to step on the car.
Yeah, so did I.
This cow's going to kick this one. Okay.
Yep,
These are getting worse as we get deeper into the video.
they are.
All right, we'll leave it with the people in the fucking... All right. This is I'm done. These people, they started.
Oh.
They got you hook, line, and sinker at the beginning of the video, and then they're like, fuck them. They don't get any good shit at the end.
Right. Well, people,
Maybe
hopefully
we
you
should
didn't
start
have
making our own fails.
Oh, dude, I have a whole camera roll. You gotta remember, my job is to deal with the human stupidity. So, I got that shit set.
Yeah, I just have to go in there and save ourselves from anything.
No, they ain't that bad. They ain't that bad to get us in trouble.
Oh, good.
I gotta keep it PG. Anyway.
Oh, on the Patreon though. No, I'm kidding.
On the Patreon, let me know, because
I'm waiting for somebody to send us an email one of these days. Like, you motherfuckers keep talking about a Patreon. I can't find it. Can't find it. Listen.
yeah, it's
we
just
don't
like our
have enough
sponsors. It's just like our sponsors.
time. I can't find those either.
Can't fucking find them anywhere.
Maybe 2025 will bring us sponsors. Holy shit.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitch, YouTube.
Yeah, hit all of them. The Spotify, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, X, whatever the fuck it's called anymore. Discord.
Yeah.
Just come hang out with us. We'd love to see you there.
And make sure you blow up. Wow, I just had a brain fart. Old Spice, thank you. There we go. Yeah, make sure you guys bug the crap out of them. Get us sponsored.
Yeah.
I use them every day.
Well, there you go, folks. We wish you the best new year. We hope that your 2025 kicks off with a bang. Not like the fails that we just watched, but hopefully something exciting. Until next time, love ya. Bye.
See ya.